What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Binance, Coinbase, and the SEC. Well, what's the latest going on with this? Is there truly commingling of funds from the CEO of Binance, Xiaopeng Zhao? We're going to break it all down for you in this video, as well as taking a look at those listed cryptocurrency securities. And look, potentially, it's a possible opportunity to buy the dip. Also, you are probably seeing quite a lot of them move down, which could create a lot of uncertainty in the market. But we're going to break it all down for you, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and let's get into this one. So here is the document coming out from a registered accountant working with the SEC by the name of Sachin Verma. We'll break exactly down what the commingling of funds and ultimately what they have supposedly found with this article, which supposedly showcases exactly what's going on with Binance. And there's a lot of resemblance, or certainly the SEC would want you to believe, there is a lot of links and resemblance back to the FTX collapse. I'm not so sure that it is that place, but I want to start off right back here, looking at Binance US. So currently $71.7 million worth of trading volume. Now, what we would say when you look at Binance US, there is a significant amount of money out of that exchange when you take a look at what they're doing. So excuse me, head back up to there. Binance US, they're down 64.87% in terms of trading volume in the last 24 hours. And you can actually see that it has moved to a 6.0 score on the exchange. Now, what is interesting, Coinbase still sit at 8.5 with 44% removed from Coinbase, and Binance overall at 5.9 billion, 43.88. Now, the market's been pretty quiet in terms of trading volume. A lot of people potentially just liquidating some assets and getting out based upon what we are hearing. But what we do know is that there is a lot of noise coming back. When we take a look at the number of SEC related enforcement actions, it has been a pretty crazy year, 2023, considering we're only 6 months into the year. We already have 17 enforcement actions that the SEC has taken against a lot of crypto related exchanges and protocols. So we know that Kraken was attacked, Coinbase on a number of occasions, as well as other exchanges out there and other crypto protocols. And you can take a look at how the SEC is building. What's very, very interesting this time, though, is this is where we come to the culmination of potentially that XRP outcome, in which we SEC could truly lose that one. So again, 17 enforcement by the SEC. So what have we got in this article? Well, what's very interesting, the reason I talk about Binance US is ultimately that is the exchange that is currently being has the kind of suing from the SEC, along with the CEO, Xiaopeng Zhao. Now, I'm not going to go through this full document. There is a fair chunk to it. What I will do, though, is list it in the description down below so you guys can go and check it out, exactly what's going on. But it breaks down a number of different businesses that all become linked back to the Binance platform. Now, we saw this exactly the same with FTX. However, what I would say, though, is the fact that they can go and get these banking documents and equally are able to trace funds does tell you that there is a significant difference between FTX and Binance, in the sense that funds are tracked, wallets are tracked, and everything ultimately is in black and white for everyone to see. So you can see here, using Merit Peak Limited, which is the transaction through to Silvergate Bank, you can see some of the deposits made as well as some of the withdrawals, and they cover everything to do with Binance. This is the crazy thing. It's an article based on every single transaction value going through both Binance and Binance US, and in particular companies in which Xiaopeng Zhao is the named beneficiary or CEO of. The important part here, amongst a lot of other exchanges and equally banks, is if we head all the way down to the bottom, this is kind of the important bit as we get down to this bit. Binance commingled funds at Merit Peak for further transfers to Paxos. And ultimately, this is the bit that the Xiaopeng Zhao is going to have to come out and really talk about exactly what went on. So you can see here, Merit Peak selected account activity. You can see deposits of 11 billion from Key Vision Development Limited, also from Binance Holdings and BAM Trading Services, which allegedly have links back to Alameda Research. And then that was all then sent out to Paxos Global. So here's the point. If they are customer funds on the deposits and Binance says they lock them up and they hold them one-to-one, then why would there be a significant move out? Now, there could be a million and one reasons to that. And I guess the point here is the value and the crypto asset are the important part, not necessarily the monetary movement out of the account. I think that's the important bit to reference. CZ himself, coming out and saying, "They're simply false, not sure of the journalist or source. The best of my knowledge, Binance US had a total of roughly 2 billion in user funds. The number of USD equivalent fluctuates a little as crypto prices change and decline as users withdraw due to recent news. All user funds are accounted for and never left on Binance US platform." And I guess this is the point here, is this actual article depicts a ton of variant projects, products and businesses of which Xiaopeng Zhao is named at, and ultimately is clumping it together under this Binance US suing, which is just simply not the case. Now, again, you can see here, these are accounts and movements of funds from Binance Holdings, which isn't just the Binance US platform. This is a number of other parts you can see there. Binance Switzerland is actually being named in this document that's been proposed. Now, what we can do is see ultimately where Xiaopeng Zhao is all the named beneficiaries and all the account details. You can see here that BAM Management Trading, Binance Capital, as well as Sigma Chain, Key Vision Developments, all of which Xiaopeng Zhao is the named person that comes with it. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes on the back of this. I think Xiaopeng Zhao definitely has some explaining to do, and ultimately there needs to be an audit trail, and you'd like to think that someone like Binance would have that audit trail to ensure that they have everything that they can prove to the SEC. Now, taking a look at some of these tokens that are listed, again, just for your benefit really, to understand if you have them or equally if you were going to trade them. But you can see there that the SEC lawsuit against Binance, the regulatory agency, labeled these tokens as securities. So Cosmos, BNB, BUSD, and COTI, which ultimately is the Coinbase native currency. But you can see there, if we link that back into CoinMarketCap and look at some of these, BNB actually down 13% on the week, but actually is starting to rally back up, as well as the rest of the crypto market, up 1.08%. So very interesting to see. BUSD you would expect. And there is a number of more. Chiliz, Nia, these are all protocols or potential liquid farming protocols. Float, Internet Computer, Voyager, Dash, and Nexa. And then finally, tokens trade on both platforms. You got Solana, Cardano, Matic, Filecoin, Sandbox. The CEO of Sandbox coming out saying this is absolute nonsense. Decentraland, Algorand, and Axie Infinity. So right now, it's a very interesting place for both the SEC and the cryptocurrency market, is that you have a number of other projects. You've got lots of CEOs that look like they're ready to go into battle with the SEC. And this could signify one of two things. Either A, the end of this nonsense around securities from the SEC and probably Gary Gensler's job sitting in that position, or we flip it the other way and actually these do get registered securities, and then the market probably will be a bit of a challenge, albeit remember, it only will affect US citizens as opposed to the rest of the world. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out, but we'll keep you up to date with everything going on. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you found this useful and you enjoyed this video as well, smash that like button and let's see what happens with Gary Gensler and his craziness. As ever, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.